Jeff. He comes up with the steal and the foul.
Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram High School Hoops, presented by New South Window Solutions.
And welcome to Central High School, just north of Milton in Allentown. It is a big night for small schools. Hill Kelly High School Hoops comes to Central High with the top-ranked Central High Jaguars, top-ranked and unbeaten, host the third-ranked and once-beaten Jay Royals in a district rivalry. The energy in this building has been building for the last hour or so, maybe the most exciting JV game we've seen. Hi, everyone. Dan Sugar along with Jeff Price. We've been looking forward to this game here at Central since we marked it on the calendar. The Jaguars, a generational team, number one in the state. They are unbeaten, and they are loaded with seniors. 8 seniors in their 12-man lineup, and some of the best in the area.
Yeah, it's going to be a whole lot of fun. This Central team, like you said, it's a generational talent. They're loaded right here. And on the other side with Jay, well, they got a couple young studs on their way up.
Well, the Central Jaguars led by Trenton Moy, number 12, who's a 4-year starter and a 5-year varsity player. He leads them in scoring with just over 20 points a game. He has 1,000 points in his career. A.J. Hoff, another senior, wears number 3, joined him last night at Baker, scoring his 1,000th career point. And as Jeff mentioned, over on the J side, the guy wearing number 1, Tristan Watson, is a sophomore and a 3rd-year varsity player. So he is terrific. 6'5". He scores about 19 a game. He is outstanding.
Yeah, and look out for Ethan McDonald as well, the young freshman right there. We talk about the sophomore. Can't forget about the freshman as well, Ethan McDonald, averaging just over 12 points a game. Those two are going to have a huge night to pull the upset here in Allentown.
All right, we have 2 great rivals, district rivals in District 1, Class 1A. One is ranked number 1 in the state. One is ranked number 3. 2 different styles, one an experienced team and the other looking for youth to be served. Central hosting Jay. Tip-off coming up. All right, the 2 teams being introduced here before tonight's game, the Jay Royals and the Central Jaguars. Jay 8-1. They lost their season opener by 3 points to a very good 6A team, Pace, and they've run off 8 in a row since then. The Jaguars of Central, ranked number 1 in the state, 11-0, outscoring their opponents by an average of 28 points a game. Starting lineup, first of all, for the Jay Royals, Landon Jernigan, number 0. He's a transfer, played for Central a year ago. Tristan Watson, number 1, the super sophomore, and you'll see a lot of him over tonight. Cody Gavin was the starting point guard a year ago. Ethan McDonald, the freshman, number 22, and there you see the rest of the starting lineup. All right, now Central, we'll set that for you in a second. A.J. Hoff, three-pointer on the way by Jernigan is no good, and that's Hoff with the rebound. So Central in the home white with the dark blue trim, and Moy, that's Trenton Moy down the lane. Jay is screaming for a travel, but he puts the Jaguars on the board first. Good ball movement, and there's Tristan Watson off the mark. And here comes the Jaguars. Important, I think, for Jay, the first few minutes of this game. And there's Moy for 3. That's in and out, but the rebound comes off. And controlled, and came up with the rebound was Cole Simmons. And back outside, and that's off the mark. And both teams maybe a little tight in a very hyped-up night.
Yeah, a lot of adrenaline here tonight.
Three-pointer always good.
Cody Gavin.
Three-pointer by Cody Gavin. That's A.J. Hoff launching a 3, in and out and back in again. Jernigan now. Emotional night for number 0 for Jay, coming back to Central.
His old stomping grounds.
Yeah, playing against kids he grew up. Of course, seems the guys on both teams really know each other pretty well. Off the mark that time by Gavin.
Yeah, separated about 15 minutes down Highway 89. These guys know each other.
Hoff, that's a three-pointer. Rebound pulled down by Tristan Watson. It's McDonald, 22, the freshman. And now the Jaguars in a man-to-man defense. Brody Johnson takes the shot. That is short. Brenton Moy up to 6'5" now. Last year he played at 6'3", so he's had a couple of growth spurts inside and scoring inside. That's Ethan Pitts.
Great rebound by Cole Simmons, snatching it away right there.
Look, they're going to let him shoot it. Instead, he goes inside. The shot is blocked by Watson. They cannot save it, though. Working inside to Ethan Pitts. And Watson with the block.
Heating and air conditioning instant replay. We'll get that to you in a minute.
Inbound, and that's going to be Jernigan coming away with it. To Watson. So converting the turnover, that's how Watson gets his first basket of the night, and it's a 2-point game. Down low, again. Off again for three. This time it goes. A.J. Hoff.
Well, Hoff joined the 1,000-point club last night. It looks like he's hot early.
Watson. Jernigan, that's off the mark, but the rebound comes off to Brody Johnson, I believe. Tried to keep it alive, but couldn't get it to go. Defensively, that was Tristan Wright challenging him. Moy. That three's off the mark, and Wright's going to be called for the foul. That is, the foul is on Tristan Wright. First foul.
See Mr. Hoff's three-pointer right there. It's the second one tonight.
Troy Donifro is our referee tonight from the Emerald Coast Officials Association. Kelly Miller and Zach Kula working with him. Jernigan dishes it out nicely to Gavin. And Gavin has another three.
Well, so far, kind of what we expected. Both teams going to shoot a lot outside.
Trenton Moy was posting up at 6'5" down there on Jernigan. Little fall-away three. Tough shot. Oh, nice shot by
Cole Simmons.
Cole Simmons. Chasing down his miss, but he couldn't control it. It was Tristan Watson. Hoff avoids the charge and draws the foul. Nice move by Hoff. And the foul is on Brody Johnson. Our head coach is Wes Matthews from Central in his 6th year, and Hank Hullett in his 3rd year at Jay. A.J. Hoff at the free throw line. Hoff is a 68% free throw shooter.
Hoff's already got 7. Performance Prosthetics and Orthotics. Free throw.
Hits them both. He has 8 at the Jaguars' 16. Jernigan lost the handle. Brody Johnson recovers for the Royals. And then they almost turn it over. Johnson, though, gets it back. And who comes out of the scramble? You ought to just wait to see when it ends. And it ends with a Brody Johnson basket. So he avoided a couple of turnovers and ends up getting 2 points out of it. Off for three. That's short. Each team takes 18 three-pointers a game.
We may get that here in the first period.
I was going to say, Jay has hit about 33% of them, and Central about 27%. They both have a tendency to get streaky shoot on scoring. Johnson with that basket. Inside, banging it up and can't get it to go. That was Ethan Pitts coming out with it. There's the freshman McDonald. Got caught in and traveled. Got to take a timeout if we can. And we will take a timeout with 1:46 to play first quarter. It's a fast-paced first quarter. And the Jaguars lead by 3 on Hill Kelly High School Hoops. All right, that's Hank Hullett, the head coach of the Jay Royals in his third year back at Jay. He was a head coach in Milton for 7 years. A Milton player, played for Murray Rutledge at Milton, was an assistant coach there, and then head coach. 3 years ago, came to Jay as head coach. Rebound, Pitts has it blocked out of bounds. Pitts did a nice job to get to the offensive boards, but Tristan Watson was there to swat it away.
Great block by Watson.
A minute and a half to go in the quarter. There's a three-pointer on the way, and that's good. Another three-pointer by Cole Simmons.
Pensacola State College three-point shot. It's Cole's second tonight already.
Nice deflection and a turnover. Coming up with the deflection originally was Tristan Wright. Hoff ends up with it, and he will, I believe, go to the line. Hank Hullett's beside himself. I think he's upset that his team didn't handle the pressure. The foul is called on Ethan McDonald. That's his first. Nope, Hullett's upset. He's upset with the foul in the defensive end, he said, as he saw it.
Yeah, a little heated.
A little bit.
We're right here on top of these coaches, too. We can definitely hear Mr.
We can hear everything. I can hear everything except you. The gym is extraordinarily loud. The capacity, they say, was 600. They cut off at 300, 50% capacity in accordance with the Santa Rosa County rules.
They've been turning away people.
They were turning away a lot. An hour and a half before the game, they were turning people away. As Hoff hits both free throws. He's got 10. He had 11 last night. 8-point lead, and this is a dangerous time for Jay. And it's about to get more dangerous as Hoff recovers on the press. Moy leans in, and Tristan Watson pulls down the rebound. Up off the Jay bench, Eli Melvin will check in. He's another of the players who transferred from Central to Jay. So it's a homecoming for him as well. Number 13 is going to check in the game next chance. First chance he gets. Off balance by Brody Johnson. Really didn't get a chance to square up to the basket. 8-point lead. Moy working on Jernigan. Cross court, and that's Pitts. In and out, and rebound comes off to Watson, who was deflected away from Brody Johnson, and Watson came up with it. So, 6 seconds, and a long three on the way by McDonald off the mark. Hoff with the rebound with 2, and well, it's a low ceiling here at Central. It's his home court, he should know that, but the Jaguars, an 8-point lead after an impressive first quarter. It's 20-12 after one quarter here on Hill Kelly High School Hoops. And on the Whipstone Barnett fan cam, Fans here encouraged, if not urged, to continue to wear their masks. They had to have the mask when they got in. And some opted to keep them on, some opted not to. And here at Central,
it's been a good one so far.
And Central up by 8. Now going baseline. That's Simmons. Oh, what a good look that was. Three-pointer on the way is off the mark. The end of the game starting the second quarter for Central. Number 21, Jackson Arnold, who occasionally starts, depending what kind of matchup they have with the opposing team's big man. If they face a more mobile big man, then he might start and be a better defensive matchup for him. So he's a guy who plays a lot, number 21, Jackson Arnold for Central. Defensive pressure here. That's Melvin, 13, and down the line goes Andrew Diamond, lays it up and in for Jay.
Great move.
Andrew Diamond, another one of those players who, he might have been a starting point guard or certainly lost a few minutes when Jernigan transferred in. Nice drive along the baseline.
It's Cole Simmons.
By Cole Simmons.
He's got 8 tonight.
It's McDonald on the three-pointer. Rebound, Jernigan flies in. Again, it's Diamond again. Rebound comes off this time, and a foul. Rebounding foul this time. It'll be called on Jay. Go the other way. Foul is on Tristan Watson. I was mentioning that Andrew Diamond, one of the guards who lost some playing time. Cody Gavin would have been the starting point guard, and then when Jernigan moved in, now they basically have 3 point guards they can play with, so Hank Hullett trying to figure out the best way to use all of them. But he said what's really been cool about this is that everyone has accepted the way things are going to be done. Both of these teams really buying into what they're trying to do from a team basis. You can go a long way if you have that.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
Watson steps back, and that's off the mark. He has not found their shooting range yet.
Nope. They have kept him quiet so far with only 2.
8-point Jaguar lead. Off out front. Moy giving him a screen at the high post. Now he'll swing it over to the right side. That's Simmons, Cole Simmons. And that's Moy. A nice runner. Does he get the roll? He will.
Moy looking for the foul, but not going to get it right there. Taking Landon Jernigan for a little bit of a ride.
10-point lead now for the Jaguars. There's Jernigan dishing it out. Watson, that's off the mark. Had to rush it a little bit. The ball deflected, though, in the backcourt, and Watson stays with it. But then finally controlling. A nice job there by Tristan Wright. And that's going to be a holding foul on Landon Jernigan.
So feeding, heating, and air conditioning instant replay.
That was Moy last time down the floor, and boy, throw it up on the rim softly, and you'll get the roll. And at 6'5", he's going to have a lot of mismatches with guards trying to cover him, and you see he wanted the foul as well. Trenton Moy into Simmons, nice job kicking it out, and the three-pointer. Jackson Arnold. And Arnold comes up with it in the backcourt. And that's going to be a charge on Arnold. Taking the charge was Landon Jernigan. Wes Matthews, the Central coach, says Jay takes more charges than any team he has seen. And Jernigan takes a bundle.
It's hard to find people that want to take the charge nowadays.
Brody Johnson gets it to McDonald. Ethan McDonald, runner. And boy, he knew he had missed that because he went to chase it down immediately. And the scramble, there'll be an alternating possession, and the ball, I believe, will stay with Jay. It will. Jay's going to take a timeout. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take it with him. Central has opened up a 13-point lead early in the second quarter here on Hill Kelly High School Hoops.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram High School Hoops, presented by New South Window Solutions.
14. Blocked by Wright, Tristan Wright. Three-pointer on the way. Off the mark. That was Ethan Pitts missing that three. And, boy, Jay really in a desperate stretch here now. They've been in there for a couple of minutes. Central's hard to make a run against.
Yes.
Because you're not going to get a string of stops on them in all likelihood. So you really have to take advantage of your offensive trips. Melvin comes up empty down the lane.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. Central's not going to allow you to get on a run.
Tristan Watson will check back into the ballgame for Jay. Next dead ball. 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. It's now a 16-point Jaguar lead. Number one team in the state looking for the 12th straight win. Long way to go. Arnold back over to Simmons, who runs the baseline. Now Moy backing in on Jernigan. Man, that's a tough shot.
Wow. Ball kicked out by Trent Moy. Is our Peden instant replay. Look at this. Beautiful. Thing of beauty right there. Turnaround jumper.
6'5" guard backing in like that. I tell you, there was a player played at Georgia Tech, first-round draft pick in the NBA, played in Pensacola with the CBA Tornadoes way back when, named Brooks Steppe. And he was a big body, 6'5", 6'6", strong guy, and he made a living with that move. The ball's off the mark, but offensive rebound flying in is the freshman McDonald backing out for three.
There it is. That's big.
Boy, they needed that.
McDonald's first points tonight. Pensacola State College three-point shot.
It's been a 17-5 run before that three-pointer. Foul, and Simmons will go to the line.
Yeah, it's going to be on Watson right there.
That's his second.
See Ethan McDonald with a three-pointer.
Ethan McDonald, the freshman. Pensacola Energy free throw by Simmons, and
we had a lane violation against Central.
All right, so that's so they missed one free throw and a violation. So now he should get just the one.
Simmons knocks it down.
Full court pressure, trying to really put this thing away early is Central. And there's a travel. That'll do it. Gavin got trapped along the half-court line and really had nowhere to go with it. Turned it over. Cody Gavin. So that defensive pressure by Central really fueling this charge. They've opened up the 16-point lead, knocked out of bounds nicely by McDonald, but it'll stay with the Jaguars. Central won both regular season meetings a year ago. Moy's three-pointer is short. Out of bounds, that'll go to Jay. Central won the two regular season meetings with Jay by 18 and 16, and then Jay upset Central in the district tournament semifinal, which kept Central out of the state playoffs. And that ball, that's an offensive foul.
Will be against McDonald. So what you're saying, Dan, is it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Well, I'm just saying I think Central remembers that. They're playing like a team that remembers that.
Yeah, they are on a mission. You can tell this team is.
You know, they're playing 4 games in 4 nights. So this is their 3rd game in 3 nights. They handled, more than handled, Northview, your alma mater. I had to throw that in there. And Baker. They beat Baker last night. They led 17-0 after the first quarter. and roll to that win. And now tonight, playing this one tonight, and then they'll host Catholic here tomorrow night. 4 games in 4 nights.
No rest for the weary.
Well, that's, in this COVID season, nice slashing move. You can't get it to go. Nice effort by Pitts.
Boy, Jay has got to find some rhythm here before the half is over.
Yep, Brody Johnson, they'll go in a little bit of a weave motion offense, and Jernigan pulls down the rebound and then hands it to Watson, and that'll be a foul along the baseline. It's only the 3rd foul on Central, so no shooting yet, no free throws.
It'll be Hoff's first. Yeah, Watson's been quiet tonight. Jay's got to be able to find different creative ways to get him the ball in the open.
And, well, that's one way. How about an inbound pass?
Just like that.
Foul on the shot, so a 3-point opportunity.
That'll be Pitts.
And he'll hit the free throw. So it's a 33-20 ball game right now. The lead was 16. It's been as high as 18. Loose by Watson, nice a bit. Tristan Wright goes back up a bit and scores. Boy, that's going to be a tough matchup for anybody. Tristan Wright.
That's a big old boy down there.
Gavin tried to dish it off, but Tristan Wright sagged off on Brody Johnson. Gavin had nowhere to get, no one to give the ball to, and Hoff's going to go to the line. Fouled by either Johnson. It is going to be Brody Johnson picks up the foul. They have him for 2. We came in, we knew Central was a senior-dominated team, but you hear about A.J. Hoff, and you hear about Trenton Moy, and then you hear a few other names, Cole Simmons, but they've got a lot of contributors on this team.
Yeah, the depth, that's what I was talking about earlier. Their depth is amazing. When you have a senior-laden team like this is the type of team that can go down in 1A and win a state championship.
17-point lead, 2 free throws there by Hoff. And they're not backing off on the pressure at all. Why would you? McDonald beats the press, but now they've got to gather themselves a little bit. They're trapping in the half court. Nice. Jernigan kicks it out. 3-pointer on the way. And the rebound pulled off by Wright.
Under a minute.
Boy, he thought he made that.
Well, he typically does.
Jay, that's Jernigan. And he has a chance for a spectacular 3-point play.
Wow. Check this replay out by heating and air conditioning.
Man, Moy commits the foul. Jernigan, his teammate last year. Landon Jernigan with a terrific drive and a chance for a 3-point play.
Moy was trying to hurt some feelings right there.
Jernigan does not get the free throw, so it remains a 15-point Central lead. Long 3 by Wright.
Oh, my goodness. 6'6" right there, just throwing it up and behind the arc. 3-point shot.
40 points here in the first half for Central. They average 65 a game. That's off the mark by Watson. Chases it in, crashes the boards, and he'll go to the line. Draws the foul on Tristan Wright.
Got him for 2.
I tell you what, we've got a Tristan Wright on one team, a Tristan Watson on the other team. On the team that has Tristan Watson, there's also a Bray Watson, but they're not brothers. Everybody's wearing blue. It is a broadcaster's nightmare. But this guy is unmistakable, Tristan Watson. Three-year varsity player as a sophomore. And Cullen says he is a gym rat, and they actually have to try to find a steal by Brody Johnson. Three-pointer by Gavin. At the buzzer, did not go. Boy, that would have been a big basket, would have made it a 13-point lead at intermission. Instead, the Central Jaguars, unbeaten and ranked number 1 in the state in Class 1A, looked every bit of that in this first half, racing to a 16-point lead. It is 40-24. Central at the half. We'll be back with Pensacola State College halftime report after this break.
Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram High School Hoops, presented by New South Window Solutions.
It is halftime at Central High School, where the top-ranked team in the state, unbeaten Central Jaguars, have raced to a 16-point lead in the first half. Dan Shugart and Jeff Price here, Hill Kelly High School Hoops, the Pensacola State College halftime report. We were looking forward to this game, and what we've seen is pretty much a clinic by the top-ranked team in the state, Jeff.
No shortage of excitement. The gym is, look, it's popping in here. Let's just call it what it is. A battle of big-time rivals right down the road from each other, and it is not disappointed at all.
You know, we talked about Central's depth, and they had a heck of a milestone night last night at Baker when they rolled to their 11th win of the year. And they had 3 players. It was quite a milestone night. That young man, the senior, A.J. Hoff, scored 11 points last night and passed the 1,000 mark in career points here at Central, joining his running mate Trenton Moy, each now a 1,000-point scorer. Also on that night, 2 of their big guys inside picked up their 500th career rebound. Both Cole Simmons and Tristan Wright each grabbed his 500th career rebound last night. So quite a milestone night for the Central Jaguars, and that was our Northwest Florida State College Community Spotlight. Trenton Moy is our A-plus athletes of the week. Trenton Moy with a 4.54 GPA. 2-year captain of this basketball team, the undisputed leader, 4-year starter. Again, A.J. Hoff joined him in the 1,000-point club. He's also dished out 250 assists, and he's been part of 50 wins on the basketball floor here at Central. That is your A-plus athlete from Whipstone and Barnett. We'll be back for the Pensacola State College halftime report from Central. 2 identical quarters from the scoring standpoint, 20-12 in the first quarter and then 40-24 at the half. Central leads it by 16 at the half as they try to roll to their 12th straight win. This is the Pensacola State College halftime report. The Central Jaguars have 12 points each from A.J. Hoff and Cole Simmons to lead the way. They lead by 16. Second half coming right up from Central. Fan cam as the fans settling in for the second half here. Their Jaguars leading the J Royals by 16 at the half here at Central High School. Whipstone and Barnett providing the fan cam for tonight's game. Central has the ball to start the second half as they try to build on that 16-point lead. A.J. Hoff and Cole Simmons, as we mentioned, sharing the scoring honors for the Jaguars with 12 apiece. Trenton Moy has 6. Tristan Watson, a hard-working 7 for Jay to lead the Royals. Down low, big night so far for Tristan Wright, and banks it in. Boy, is that a nice move.
Get the big man started early.
7. Watson, and he'll go to the line. It's Wright, I believe. Pick up the foul, maybe Simmons.
If it's Wright, that's his 3rd.
It is right. So Tristan Wright, who has been an irresistible force in there, now has 3 fouls. So Watson hits the free throw. Watson, outstanding offensive player, 77% free throw shooter. And Cullen saying, you know, when you spend so much time in the gym just wanting to be perfect, and he said he's always surprised when he misses a shot. And said, frankly, we all are when he misses a shot. 77% free throw shooter, but he struggled a bit, especially from three-point range in the first half. If they could get him going, Jay could shoot themselves back in the game. Long 3 from Moy.
My goodness.
Well, I guess we know where you can't leave him on the floor.
Anywhere?
Pretty much. Hoff knocks out with loose. I think Moy got a hand on it behind the back pass, and Jay comes up with it. So the Royals now down by 19. Biggest lead of the night for Central. Three-pointer on the way. Gavin, that's going to come up short.
Arnold snags the rebound right there.
And quickly up off the Jay bench, Andrew Diamond will check in. And I think he's probably going to go get Gavin. Ball high over the backboard, but they did not go out of play apparently. Brody Johnson pulls down the rebound. Jernigan back to Johnson.
Great
Nicely
pass.
done. And another steal. So Jay kind of, they'd rather play a little bit more deliberately, but they don't have that luxury down by 17. That does not go, but on the boards, there's Tristan Watson. Ball knocked loose and stolen from Watson. Coming out of there with it was Ethan Pitts. Boy guarded by Jernigan. And inside, that was just too easy. Inside, Jackson Arnold.
He's got 5 tonight.
More pressure, and that's a foul. That'll be on Pitts. Ethan Pitts committing the foul on the press. Three-pointer. Moy just lined up. They backed off, and he hit about a 24-footer.
If he was any further back, he'd be in the stands. See the celebration right there. Feeling it.
That was it. Trap, and Jay having some trouble with that. And here's Watson, gets a good look for a change. He finally got a good look, and he hit. That's his first three of the night. It's a 16-point game. Boy, Hank Holland wants a double dribble over there. He thought that Simmons had caught the ball, put it on the floor with both hands, and then dribbled it again. But of course, and that ball's out of bounds. It'll stay with Central. Three-pointer. There's Watson hitting his first three. Don't leave him alone, and don't let him get hot if you are Central.
Do not let him get hot. Coming into the game, averaging a little over 18 a game.
Simmons. Big first half for him. Oh, nice move with the reverse layup. Didn't get it to go.
They're going to get Hoff for the foul. It'll be his second.
Wes Matthews in his 6th year as head coach at Central. Replaced the legend, Tony McDonald. He coached for him. And there's Hank Hullett for Jay. Who played for another legend, Murray Rutledge at Milton.
That's the name right there, Murray Rutledge.
I'll tell you, Central defensively has really been impressive because they haven't let Jay get any kind of role at all, and Jay's a good outside shooting team with a couple of guys who can get a lot of points in a hurry. That ball inside is off Johnson's hand. Another turnover by the Royals. That was a tough pass to handle from Jernigan.
Boy, Hoff can pull it wherever he wants. I'm surprised he didn't pull it right there.
Pitts dishes it back to Hoff and open in the corner. Three-pointer, that's off the mark. Missing that one is Jackson Arnold. Loose, Jernigan on the floor, gets it back to Johnson, ball knocked loose and a foul falls. And so we will take a break here if we get that chance. With 3:39 to play, third quarter. The Jaguars lead by 16 on Hill Kelly High School Hoops.
Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram High School Hoops, presented by New South Window Solutions.
That gentleman must have gotten here early, because if you weren't here an hour before game time, you didn't get in. They have capacity. The official capacity of the gym here at Central High School is 600. They said they cut off the ticket sales at 300, and there were some parents who were not happy with that. They were trying to get in, fans and parents trying to get in to see the game. We hope they went home and turned on the TV to Hill Kelly High School Hoops and hope you're enjoying the broadcast. If you're a Central fan, you may want to be here, but we hope you're enjoying the game.
What a good one it's been. Especially if you're a Jag fan.
Well, I was going to say, if you're a Jag fan, I think you're enjoying it a little more than the Jay fans who joined us tonight right now. But see if the Royals can get back in this thing. And Watson couldn't get it to go, but the ball goes off the hand of Wright, and it'll stay with the Royals.
Yeah, we see Tristan Wright back in the game. Keep an eye on him. He's got 3 already.
Andrew Diamond is in the lineup. They're in the game now for, and there's McDonald down the lane. The freshman's floater goes wide and chased down in the corner. Pitts, and he saves it nicely to Simmons, who gets it to Moy, and that's always a good idea. Approaching the 3-minute mark here in the third quarter. Down low, Moy down low gets it to Wright. He couldn't get it to go, and here comes Watson. He'll take it 1-on-2. A nice defensive position by Simmons. Didn't try to do too much defensively. And the sophomore, Watson, probably forced the shot a little bit. He'll take that 3. He's hit 1 already.
Oh, my goodness.
Tristan Wright.
He is built like a Mack truck, son, and he is out here behind 3-point range just shooting it up.
He's got 10. Foul called. Cross court, and there he is all day. You got to get on him. You can't let him shoot that, and you got to challenge him a little better than that, because I think you should be able to close him out without too much fear of him driving by you. That probably would be the open floor weakness in his game, but you got to get a hand on him if you can, or a hand in to challenge him if you can. There's Watson, and that one goes.
Silky smooth right there.
But a long way to go for the Royals with just over 2:15 left to play here in the third quarter. Ball knocked loose nicely inside. Andrew Diamond knocked it loose, and Ethan McDonald came up with it. But can they convert at the offensive end? Into the lineup now for Jay. Toby Mandel, number 20. Redhead in there for the first time. Jernigan, that 3 is off the mark. Challenged by the 6'5" Moy. Simmons, he's thinking about it. Now he's going to look for Wright. He couldn't make them all, could he, Jim?
No, he couldn't.
You've got a guy in the lineup who's going to be a physical matchup inside. That's off the mark by Watson, and Moy with the rebound. He's going to be a physical matchup inside, so if you face somebody who wants to play him man-to-man and he can step out and do that, that's a problem.
Unfair. That's what that is.
And reaching in is Diamond as Pitch tried to drive around him. There's Tristan Watson, his three-pointer. He had the back-to-back threes here. Moy forces it along the baseline and then tips it up, and the rebound comes off to Watson.
Boy, one thing you can say is, Jay, I'm telling you, they'll go blow for blow, but they need to get some big stops and be able to put up some more points.
Watson. Jernigan back to Watson. He'll get that shot away and chase it down. And getting a little physical inside, but Central comes up with it.
You got to like the way Watson follows his shot. You got Jernigan for the foul. That'll be his second.
And Hullett, head coach here at Jay in his third year. He was up screaming for a travel on that drive along the baseline. I think he had a point.
He had a little bit of a point, that's for sure.
Now, let's see if Wright, well, he'll just leave it back out for Pitts. Rebound, batted off, and Simmons comes away with 14 seconds and 5 nice. How about that? Watson with the block shot, and they're going to call it on whom? It is on Watson.
Wow.
He's called for the foul.
That's his third, too.
Simmons to the free throw line where he is a 71% shooter. That's another thing that Central does well. They're 73% from the line as a team. And Jay's 71%, so both these teams can shoot free throws.
Boy, Cole Simmons has had quite the night.
He has. That's his 13th point, and that's all he'll get, 13. Rebound to Mandel. 7 seconds to go. 5 as McDonald comes across midcourt, and there's going to be a foul called reaching in. And Ethan Pitts said, hey, got all ball, but I'm pretty sure there was no way he was not going to get called for foul after the conversation Hank Hullett had with the official the last trip down the floor. Now they're inbounding with 2.8. Jay's got to get a shot off here at the end of the quarter. Mandel doesn't know. He didn't know how much time was left. Watson shot. Maybe he did because Watson got it away, but it was off the mark. He might have had to rush it a little bit. All right, 3 quarters in the books, and the Central Jaguars, ranked number 1 in the state and unbeaten, lead by 17, 51-34 after 3.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram High School Hoops, presented by New South Window Solutions.
All right. Fan cam, that might be the best fan cam shot of the night. She's trying to count up scoring totals. She's adding up. If she is doing that, she knows that Cole Simmons has 13. Tristan Wright has 10 for Central. And Tristan Watson has 15 to lead the J Royals. But they're down 17 with 8 minutes to go. Inside, ball gets to Mandel, stripped loose and pulled away by Simmons. I tell you what, number 30 is making a heck of a case for player of the game.
Yes, he is. Quite the night.
You know, we come in, and rightfully so, talking about A.J. Hoff and Trenton Moy. And that's out of bounds to Jay. Simmons trying to get it to Moy. And, you know, Moy's going to do things that aren't going to show up. Even if he has an off-scoring night, he's going to do a lot of things that are really important on the floor. But it's hard not to reward somebody like Cole Simmons for the good work he's done. 8 minutes almost to go. 7:15. 3-quarter on the way. That's just off the mark. That was McDonald, who's had a quiet night from a scoring standpoint. Moy to Hoff. In and out. There's another candidate, huh?
There he is. Mr. Tristan Wright.
Tristan Wright.
He's got 12.
There's Diamond for 3. That's off the mark. The 3-point shooting for the Royals has been off tonight. Tristan Watson, the sophomore, obviously frustrated. His shooting night has not been there. But here's the big guy.
Just doing his work tonight.
What a night for Tristan Wright.
I'm telling you right now, the TV doesn't tell you how big that young man is.
He's listed at 6'6" and 285, although Wes Matthews said he's probably not quite that big now. But nice little Pitts down the lane to Hoff, but cutting it off was Gavin. That leaves Moy open for 3.
I'll leave him open.
The lead is 22. And Moy is in double figures now with 12.
Foul be on Ethan Pitts. That's his 4th. He'll come out. Jackson Arm will come in.
At the line, 22, Ethan McDonald.
Yeah, he comes in averaging 12 points a game. He's got just 4 tonight.
2 from the line.
Oh, there's the pressure. It's a great job by the Royals.
And putting it up and in. Nice play by McDonald as he challenged the big guy. And a timeout on the floor. It's taken by Central, and it's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. We're going with a short timeout. So 6:04 to play, and Central takes the 30-second timeout with a 19-point lead. Here we go. The state ranking Central at 11-0, and maybe 6 minutes away from moving to 12-0. Number 1, Malone, of course, that great 1A power going years back. Jays number 3, then Wildwood and Williston. Crossroads Academy from Quincy, Poplar Springs, and Paxton. Paxton in this district, District 1, also ranked in the top 10. So if you look at teams you might find early in the state playoffs, that's your list. It's a loaded field in Class 1A in the northern part of Florida.
District 1 is something else. Well, this has been a fun game so far. I'm telling you, the crowd has been amazing here. The play has been great for the Jags. For Jay, once again, you talk about Central being a senior-laden team. You've seen that's been the difference in this ballgame.
Trenton Moy, he'll take it. And a blocking foul and a three-point opportunity.
Give him that and one. They'll call that on McDonald.
Well, trying to take the charge. They'd love to take the charge, but he just didn't quite get there and didn't get in front. And, that's a senior. That's a heady senior avoiding the direct contact to get the three-point play. 15 points now for Moy. Tristan Watson off the net. There you go. Trying to go off here in the fourth quarter. a 19-point. And we'll take the timeout with him. We will. 5:40 to play. Central in command.
Watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram High School Hoops. Presented by New South Window Solutions.
All right. 5:40 to play. This crowd at Central High School. It was a big game. They marked it on the calendar a long time ago, basically when the schedule came out. And they were not able to pack the gym due to restrictions due to the pandemic. But a lot of folks are here, and they've been loud.
Yes, they have.
Off out of the backcourt, loses it, gets it back, loses it again, off, sneaker and out of bounds. And it'll go to Central. Diamond going to the floor, almost coming up with a turnover.
Hoff almost turned it over 3 different times, and he still gets the ball back.
Trenton Moy. He hadn't had a big scoring game, but he's been under control. Jackson Arnold. That's nice.
Nice touch.
Yep. Kind of a tough angle off the glass there. Here comes McDonald. Oh. A.J. Hoff down the lane, gets the foul, and he'll go to the line. Is that on Watson? It is. Number 4 on Tristan Watson. So it is, at this point, the Jaguars are just having some fun. Playing the last 5 minutes, little window dressing here as A.J. Hoff cannot complete the three-point play. But 23-point lead. Hoff knocks it out of bounds.
Well, you mentioned it for Central. It's 4 games in 4 days. They'll give Hoff the foul on that, by the way. So that's 4 on Hoff. But Central plays here tomorrow night in Allentown against Pensacola Catholic. And for Jay, well, they'll play Tuesday against the Baker Gators.
63 points. Central is just about at their average as McDonald hits the first free throw. McDonald, the freshman, is an 83% free throw shooter. If you're a freshman and you're an 83% free throw shooter, you're a gym rat.
Yeah.
That's the guy who's been around and worked on all this stuff for a while. Nicely breaking the press, and Simmons might have traveled or call for the foul.
22. Ethan McDonald, that'll be his fourth.
McDonald, yeah. So McDonald picked up his fourth foul. And call it again, wondering where the travel was. Brody Johnson comes out.
And Tristan Watson goes back in.
So you've got a smaller lineup. And, Jernigan almost came up with a steal, but couldn't keep it in bounds as they sent Trenton Moy to the baseline.
Still crazy to think Tristan Watson's just a sophomore. Good-looking sophomore.
There's Moy. Blocked by Watson, and foul on whom?
Are you going to get Jernigan on that?
I guess Jernigan on the floor is called for the foul.
Yep.
It was, okay.
That'll be his third. Well, you see Coach Hullett right there, just beside himself.
Well, and they're going to get another crack at Jay. Or at that Central on the 29th. So in a couple of weeks, Moy doesn't miss many free throws. I tell you what, we have all sorts of choices for player of the game, but Trenton Moy is our A+ scholar athlete, and man, he just runs the show. He makes sure everyone else is where they're supposed to be. There's a lane violation. So an empty trip to the line for Trenton Moy. That doesn't happen often. 4:43 to play. We'll present the winner's trophy to the winning team tonight, and Central leading by 21. Diamond to Gavin. Cody Gavin can't get it to go. Not a good shooting night for Jay. They're a better shooting team than this, and I think you really have to credit Central's defense for a lot of that.
Yes.
They weren't going to let Watson get too many good looks from three, and he kind of got out of rhythm early and never really. He hit a couple midway through, but he never really got it.
Well, they're physical. And Watson, they battered him all night as well. They just don't allow you, like we talked about, to get on a run. They'll go blow for blow with you. They don't mind that. They don't mind going fast. They can slow it down, and boy, they got some shooters.
And there's one of them.
He went behind three-point range. That's why he didn't make it.
Nice, but off the mark. But again, follows his shot.
That's what it's all about right there.
Yep. It's 20 points now for him, so he's right at his average, although he's not going to feel particularly good about that.
No.
Brody Johnson's going to check back into the lineup for Jay. 3:46 to play. It is a full timeout, but let's go ahead and keep it here. Let's take a look at the two teams' schedules coming up. We kind of touched on that a little bit. Central, after tonight, will move to 12-0, and they will host Catholic tomorrow night here at 7:30. If you're in the area, you want to come to the game, I got to tell you, we now can tell you from firsthand experience, come early.
Yeah, better get here early.
They will shut it off at 300. And then on the road at Laurel Hill on Tuesday, and next Friday, Northview. The Jay Royals next Tuesday host Baker at 7 o'clock. Then the Pace Patriots come in, and Jay and Pace played a great game, first game of the year, where Jay had a 4-point lead with about 3 minutes to go, missed some free throws down the stretch. Pace has been a terrific team in 6A, having a great year. Houston Ramsey's taken over as head coach there, and he's really got a good ball club. So that's those are the schedules coming up. So frustrating night for the Jay Royals in that royal blue. But again, there's a long way to go, and there's a question as to how the postseason will be set up in Class 1A. It was supposed to be the old way with play the district tournament, and if the two teams that play in reach the district championship game would get to the state tournament. But there was some question as Moy will score on beating the break. There was some question. Wes Matthews said that let her out three-pointer is good. That's McDonald in a timeout. There was some question that Wes Matthews said one of the coaches in the area, 1A coaches, received a note from the FHSAA saying, don't worry about trying to overschedule games that you lost to the COVID precautions. because we're going to determine the seedings of the playoffs through the Max Preps computer rankings, which is what they're doing in all the other classifications and did in football. But they were not going to do that in 1A. They were going to have 1A do it the old way, play a district tournament, top 2 teams out of the district tournament advance. So Wes Matthews, who's got the top team in the district, he said, wait a minute. I haven't gotten that letter, but he would kind of like to know how they're going to play how the playoffs will be seeded and determined. And, of course, as the number 1 seed, that might actually be not a bad break for Central, because if you get upset in the semifinals, you don't go anywhere. And that happened to them last year. So it'll be interesting to see. We haven't gotten any word from the FHSAA, any official announcement on how that's going to happen. So we'll see. All right, full court pressure from Jay, a little trap. And Central breaks it to Hoff. See if they try to milk it a little bit, or just for exercise, if nothing else. Pretty comfortable 18-point lead. Here he is. Oh, what a nice touch.
That is beautiful. Tristan Wright.
Moy got him the ball where he could do the most damage, and there, ball's knocked loose to the floor off McDonald. It will stay with Jay. I beg your pardon. It was knocked out of bounds by Jackson Arnold. Look at that. Beating, eating in every replay. I mean, he steps out, hits the 3. He's got the soft touch there on the teardrop. Tristan Wright, number 50, with a big night for him. Got 14 points now. He averages about 9.5, so a nice night for Tristan Wright.
Yes.
Well, Hank Hullett and his J program, they might be right about where Central was a couple of years ago, with a bunch of talented sophomores, underclassmen, and just had to kind of learn how to win big games like this. And Jay may be in a similar situation with the 2 terrific youngsters, the sophomore Watson, there's Watson, and McDonald, the freshman. 23 for him now.
Watson's got that nice, effortless touch.
Back out front. Hoff reaching around his diamond to commit the foul with 2:09 to play. 67-50. And going to the free throw line will be A.J. Hoff, the 68% free throw shooter. Freshly minted 1,000-point scorer in his career after passing that milestone last night at Baker.
Well, that'll give Hoff 15 tonight. Our Pensacola Energy free throw.
Just got a message from Greg Watson, the coach at Crestview, who says that they got word from the FHSAA that the rankings will determine the seeding, but the district champions and runners-up will qualify for regional just like old times. So basically 2 ways of getting in. Thank you, Greg. And I think Crestview, after a slow start, really caught fire and was playing well in the second half of the season.
Still get that on Ethan Pitts. That'll be his 5th.
Yeah, Ethan Pitts fouls out.
Cole Simmons will come in. Well, Pitts finishes with 2 points tonight. Done a great job on the defensive end, though.
McDonald has another one.
And McDonald's had a pretty good 4th period here. You heard what I said about him. Got 9 in the 4th. It's in. 13 tonight.
All right, we're in the final 2 minutes of Central's 12th straight win here. And reaching foul as Jernigan is whistled for. That should be number 4 on him, I believe.
That's what I got.
We'll be congratulating the winners after tonight's game, the Central Jaguars. We'll have that on the post-game show. Also, we get a chance to take a look at who we have coming up here on Hill Kelly High School Hoops in the next couple of weeks as Hoff makes the first free throw. One out of 2. Well, they hit 70. Gavin can't get that one to go. Cody Gavin, and then Hoff hands it to Wright. 3-pointer by McDonald won't go, but Tristan Wright's there, and a foul called underneath the basket, I guess, on the outlet pass, maybe by Brody Johnson.
I think it's going to be on Brody Johnson here. That'll be his third.
It is on Brody Johnson with a minute 20 to play. Let's see if we can take a look at our schedule coming up, because we will be in Gulf Breeze. Reese Bloomberg and the Gulf Breeze Dolphins hosting Pine Forest on Tuesday. Pine Forest with Omarion Turner and very athletic team, very talented team, and Gulf Breeze, who plays really well at home, can really shoot it. Hepworth and Bloomberg, Reese Bloomberg. Should be entertaining. We hope you join us on Tuesday.
I think Tristan Watson touched it last.
Well, this will snap Jay's 8-game win streak. They also have another crack at Central before we get to postseason play. Boy looking underneath and finds his man and losing it out of bounds.
It's too open. That's Zach Corley's right there. He was calling for it. Couldn't believe it.
He was smiling as he came down the floor, but it was a nervous smile. Crashing the boards again is Watson. And now we approach the final 30 seconds of a 71-54 ball game. Central will move to 12-0 as they prepare to entertain the Catholic Crusaders tomorrow night. Central will celebrate this win over their rival and go get a good night's sleep, and Tristan Wright will not take the 3. Or maybe he will. He's going to play keep away, and that's going to be that. We won't shoot it. Okay, we won't try to steal it, and that'll do it. So your final score, 71-54. The Central Jaguars roll to their 12th straight win. They're 12-0, 6-0 in district play, ranked number 1 in the state in Class 1A, and they are impressive every night out. Hope you've enjoyed the game, and you'll stick around for our post-game presentation here on Hill Kelly High School Hoops. Dan Shugart and Jeff Price coming to you from the Northwest Florida State Sports Desk here at Central High School, where the top-ranked and unbeaten Central Jaguars stayed that way with an impressive 71-54 win over the third-ranked Jay Royals. And joining us now, Wes Matthews and his group. And Coach, it was a terrific effort, and that was really an impressive performance. Were you? Is that what you were kind of looking for from your team, or are there any areas that especially pleased you tonight?
I was looking for exactly that, actually. They were very confident coming into the game. They're a confident group. They're very experienced. They play well together. They love one another, and it showed tonight.
We didn't touch on this in our pregame preparation and our conversation earlier in the week, but you know, Jay is a rival for one thing, and they knocked you out of the district tournament last year. Was there anything extra to this game based on that? Do you guys have that long a memory?
They do. I do as a coach. It was a painful loss for sure. but it was one that drove us to refocus on what we were doing and be prepared for every game one at a time. So, yeah, although that took place last year, we've looked one step at a time this year, and Jay was the next step on our list. So.
This team, how has this team maybe grown, and how is this team different than a team a year ago? I mean, it's a senior-laden team, but on the court, how does that manifest itself? How is this team better when you look towards what your goals are in the long run?
These may seem like little things, but communication and sharing the basketball are two of the things that you can really see a big difference from this year to last year. They talk on defense. They help one another on defense. And offensively, they take joy in their teammates' success. So that makes a difference for us on both ends.
It is obvious they really enjoy playing together.
Yes, sir. They played together for a very, very long time. And, we're proud of what they've accomplished this far, and we pray that we have the opportunity to continue to play on.
Well, we had lots of choices in our selection of the Hill Kelly Player of the Game, and obviously Tristan Wright had a heck of a night, and we were really impressed with what Cole Simmons did for you. But the guy who really makes it go is Trenton Moy, and he had some early baskets early to get you going, but he just seemed to do a lot of things that maybe didn't show up in a scoring column that really help everyone succeed tonight. Can you talk a little bit about your senior guard?
Sure. Trenton is the prototypical coach on the floor. He's an extension of us from the bench. He knows exactly what to do and when to do it. He's been with us long enough to really have an understanding and a grasp of our program and our schemes, and he can. I could sit down on the bench over there sometimes and let him have the reins, and I think we'd operate just fine. So he's a very big part of what we do.
All right, well, congratulations, Wes. We have a trophy presentation for you as the winners on Hill Kelly High School Hoops. We were here 5 years ago, and tonight you walk away with a trophy. Congratulations to the Central Jaguars who come away tonight with a 71-54 win. Congratulations, Coach, and we will show you the Closets by Design plays of the game. There were a lot of them for the Jaguars, for both teams tonight, as both teams show a lot of the talent that is on this floor this evening. Jeff, your thoughts on this one?
No, it's right there. You see Trent Moy running the show. I mean, Ethan McDonald for Jay. There's a couple guys. Look, Tristan Watson had a great night for Jay. Ethan McDonald had a great fourth period. But in the end, look at this. It's just the depth. The big man down low, Tristan Wright, from inside, from outside. And there he is again, our player of the game, Tristan Moy. A.J. Hoff. Look, you could go down the list of the Central Jags. They had a great night. And for Tristan Watson, hey, look. 25 points tonight in the losing effort. I know that he doesn't care about those 25 points, but look out for Jay and for Central. Well, they're number one in the land for a reason.
All right, congratulations to the top-ranked Central Jaguars who come out here with their 12th straight win, 71-54. For Jeff Price and for all of us here at WFGX and Channel 3 Sports, congratulations to the Jaguars coming away with a 71-54 win. We will see you next week, next Tuesday at Gulf Breeze. Good night, everybody.
Against the world, I got my life, I got my girl. It's what I need, it's what I want. You wanna try me? Well, here it go. Yeah, here it go. Yeah, well, here it go. Yeah, you wanna try me? Well, here it go. Yeah, well, here it go. Yeah, well, here it go. Yeah, you wanna try me? Well, here it go. Yeah,
you wanna try me? You wanna try me? You wanna try? You wanna try? You wanna try me? You wanna try me? Well, here it go. You wanna try me? Well, here it go.
You know it's me.